Hey, welcome back, all you action figure enthusiasts. This is your boy Hebot coming at you once again with another episode of Toys in My Closet. And today we're going to take a quick look, or hopefully an extensive look also, at the PowerCon exclusives. I believe these were the 2020 PowerCon exclusives from last year, which I was able to pre-order because the public was allowed. If you were not, a guest, and of course, due to COVID, they did things a little bit differently. And these are the Masters of the Universe homage to She-Ra and Hordak. So, as you see here, this is Dorina or Oronis, and this over here is Lord Dragoon. So, we'll turn these around really quickly so that you guys can take a look at the front of the packaging and the same traditional Mythic Legions, style. As always, these are window box bubble, and you can sleeve them out and actually preserve them if you want to keep them in package for display. And then we'll turn this around, and as you can see there, when you turn it around, you have the actual symbols that represent both of the characters within the Mythic Legion world. And then you turn it around one more time, and you see in the top it says, right there, right in the very top, it says, let's see, bring this a little closer, it says 4 Horsemen, which are the sculptors and the original sculptors of the Mighty Collectors, Masters of the Universe Classics. Nice, beautiful artwork. And then the rest of the figures that you can get within those waves in that line that was, I believe, from last year. So we're going to take a quick dive one by one and take a closer look at them and see what they have to offer, and how they stack up next to other Mythic Legions figures that we've gotten so far, within their lines. So sit back, relax, have a nice cup of digital drink, whether it's coffee, a digital soda, digital beer, doesn't matter. You pick the choice. It's your enjoyment, your world. So I hope you enjoy and sit and stick around, and I'll see you guys in a blink of an eye. And here we have her, boys and girls. Here we have the brand new and lovely Mrs. Dorina Oronis. And basically she is, obviously, as you can see, we have her on the turntable. She is an homage to the beautiful She-Ra, Princess of Power, He-Man's sister in the Masters of the Universe world, and in the Princess of Power universe. So let's take her off the turntable and take a closer look at her. Pow! And let's bring her closer look. Let's see. And here we have her. Here is Dorina Oronis, and this is her actual mask that she comes with, looking very beautiful and elvish looking, with the elvish ears, with that nice metallic gold and highlights of metallic gold and matte gold. All the beautiful sculpting and design, even in the back of the head, as you can see. And she brings these 2 shoulder pauldrons that are in a gold matte finish, although in the camera they may be coming off as like a kind of a mustard color. They're really not mustard though. Then the beautiful white, which almost looks like an ivory white in her bosom area, with the wonderful little highlight there, buckle that looks almost like a crystal in teal blue, with the highlights going down her corset and torso by the waist area, which is also in gold with that matte, with her wonderful belt going across to hold up her skirt and pauldron flap in the front, right? That looks like chainmail with the nice details of silver on it, and you see the silvers and the blues that are teal all the nice beautiful detail on her actual, you know, piece, like corset piece or armor piece. These are her shoulder or forearm, you know, bracelets, you know, for her forearm and you know, around the wrist area. You see here, very beautiful with the browns and the blues, also very detailed. And this is her cape, very nice and red. The lines and I mean the dots for these didn't came lined up, and this has a beautiful, as you can see, a very beautiful red material. It's very vibrant in person, very red, vibrant, beautiful material. But the thing is that the dots weren't lined up correctly, so I had to kind of do it a certain way so they could line up and look even when I put this, you know, the actual cape on her. So there's her boots going from her kneecaps down to her leg shin. Very beautiful with the same matte gold with the silver dots as well all over the place. And in the back you see the, you know, the straps in leather in brown with the buckles even painted individually in that nice metallic chrome. So yeah, this is what she looks like. And then her face and her eyes are covered with all black on these, with those pieces in the front. So let's put her back on the turntable over here, the figure turntable. And what we'll do next is we'll take a look at the accessories that she came with and check them out. So sit there and I'll be right back. And here we are, guys. Like I told you, the wonderful dorina comes with not too much accessories, but you know, enough to be representative of what it's trying to, you know, bring to the table. And you see here a wonderful sword in nice gunmetal silver with the emerald, just like She-Ra in the actual He-Man, you know, cartoon line and classics, paying an homage to her. Even that gem in that teal is basically a nod to the original. She comes with a strap that can be put around her waist or around her, you know, torso area to house and hold through here the actual sword. As you guys saw, this is the one head that she comes with already put together. And then she also comes with this beautiful and wonderfully sculpted head that is more representative of, oh boy, again, like I was saying, she comes with this beautiful head sculpt, the second one, that has this wonderful wings on the side, almost like the way Thor was from Marvel. And then you see the wonderful amounts of details in the headdress in the front and the back of the head, going down to these ponytails here that look almost like, you know, like dreads for women on the side, with the little wrappings and gold on the tips, and really nicely sculpted. And you can see how beautiful the face sculpt is and painted. Looks very reminiscent to She-Ra, and side profile looks absolutely gorgeous and stunning. And then last but certainly not least, she brings this wonderful shield, which it comes with this peg that you can pull out, you assemble, because it doesn't come together very easy. Then with the gold, obviously, and the silver, very reminiscent of the color aesthetics of She-Ra's shield in Mode 2. So as far as the accessories, you know, obviously she has the pauldrons that come with her and the cape, because they're not on here when you take her out of packaging. But like I told you guys, it's a little tricky to put on. Plus the one I got came with, like, the holes weren't really lined up correctly, so I did it a certain way and I didn't want to take it out so it won't be hard for me to put back on. So okay, so now let's take a quick look at, you know, Dorina with these accessories on. And here we have Dorina with her accessories on. And as you can see, she looks absolutely stunning. She's very, very beautiful. Mira por allá, qué cosa más linda. And here's her with the other head, which I definitely think I'm going to keep this one. Her with her sword on, her shield, and the joints feel nice on her. You know, and of course, you know, these figures from Mythic Legions are very nicely articulated. So, you know, as far as the head goes, you know, we can move the head left and right, as you can see there, up and down. With her, she could look up about that much and look down about that much. She does have head tilt on her. She has that head tilt, you know, that goes really nicely. Then her hands can go up about that much. They could probably go up even a little higher, as you see in the shoulders. They do go 180 degrees around, but you gotta kind of move it where, you know, the actual pauldron doesn't get in the way. But the pauldron moves up and down because these pauldrons in the shoulders are connected from the back, so it gives you a lot of freedom. Then she has a single in the joint in the elbow. She has a wrist or twist in the elbow. She has a twist right there on the actual gauntlet on the forearm. Then she has the hinge, and it does go around. Then on the torso, as you can see, she has the torso movement. She can move this torso part, top part, left and right. Then she does have a waist swivel. Very nice. And then, you know, you can actually tilt her a fair amount that way, and then you can tilt her a fair amount this way. So she has a nice range. You can hyper extend her back about that much. Then you can move her forward about that much. And as you can see, the piece of the wing popped out, but that's okay, it's not broken. They just pop off. They can pop off rather. Then her legs, in the leg area, you can see that, look right here, she has a thigh swivel, right, in the leg. And then they can do this Van Dam split. Significantly, give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. One second. And then you have a single here on the knee, and then you can do the up or forward that much on the ankle, back that much. Then, you know, obviously the pivot, and it has the left and right. And I believe on the boots on the top, yeah, you have left and right on the boots as well. You can move independently also on the, you know, area of the boot. So again, let me put back on her her blade in her hand, like so. And oh boy. And then let me put her shield, which I think is going to try to continue to fall off, just to be funny, because I'm in the middle of doing the video. I'm going to put the shield on like so. Oh, Jesus. So here, sorry about that, I had camera, technical difficulty with the camera. Here is her with the shield. I'm going to put back her blade, or sword rather, and we're going to put her right here. I'm going to stand her right here. And, you know, looking at her, looking very good with her glorious self. We'll zoom in the camera a little bit more on her, as you can see. Boop. And of course, there she is with all her accessories. So now let's take, let me focus in real quick. Now let's take a closer look at the wonderful Lord Dragoon. And here we have it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Dragoon. And this figure, as you can see already, is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's a work of art, and in the execution that the four horsemen have been able to capture, even with existing parts of figures that they've created, as you see, it just looks so well executed. This is a definitive actual representation. You can see hands down of what it's trying to do, which is basically Hordak, you see. And as you can see there, the level of detail that you're getting in the helmets, with the little dragon crest that's supposed to be from the tip of Hordak's staff, and then the inner workings that you see there on the helmet with the grays and the blacks and matte, going all the way back to these spikes coming out of the pauldron, the cape being shorter like Hordak but in red, the pauldron having that matte black and gray, almost giving him kind of like a Dracula type of feel, with this gauntlet piece in the neck that looks like it has teeth coming out from the top, the actual armor piece with the red, and you see the detail in the stitching within inside each lining. The paint job and paint lining is absolutely clean. The spikes, again, like I said, in that silver, the details in the blue, as you can see in the arm. You can see the veins, the gauntlet on his forearms with that, with the spikes coming out of it, all in that matte black with the gloves. What would be his belt in gray. The actual, piece here next to the dressing and the skirt on the side are individual little chainmails with the silver on them. And then you see the little buckles hanging from strips, which looks like leather straps, with the piece here made out of a cloth, in black, or painted in black, all the way to the back, even in the back area there. You see all the details sculpted there in the buttocks area. Then the knee pads looking like, his ears, like the pointy ears with the grays and the black on the kneecaps, and then the reds to give it that detail to pop with the matte blacks and the boots looking like, the tip looking like the face almost of Hordak, like the back almost, the back part, all these ridges, like absolutely stunning. Beautiful detail. I mean, this figure looks absolutely incredible. It feels nice and sturdy. It looks gorgeous. I just wish I had the Hordak to bring him, out available, because the color palette on it is based off the Filmation style, not the one that was from the toy line. So it's got the Filmation deco look to it. So now let's take a look at his accessories that he came with alongside what he already has on him. And here we have his accessories for Lord Dragoon. And as you can see, he comes with a lot more accessories than, obviously Dorina did. So we'll start off again. He also comes with a strap where he can, looking like nice brown leather with weathering, so that he can have her on either his torso again or across his chest, so that he can wield and have his sword, shield or his axe sheath in there on the actual leather strap. Then we have this beautiful axe with some beautiful gunmetal, kind of like a gunmetal, dark gunmetal charcoal material. You see all the actual sparkling glitter in there, and the actual handle is made out of wood, the tip made out of metal, and it has like the weathering and painting on it, like it's wood that's older, but in a darker brown. Then we have this wonderful and beautiful shield with the decals and style and aesthetic of Hordak, with all the beautiful reds, grays. It's absolutely gorgeous if you see it like this. Same thing, this comes off, you place it in. Looks almost like a bat shield almost. Sorry about that. And then he actually has a weapon that, as we all know, all you guys know if you're Motu fans, is actually part of all the Hordsmen, which is a crossbow. And this is a beautiful looking crossbow with the browns, the silvers, painted really well with the blacks. This is a real string you can put back there to give it the effect of the pool. Really nice, as you can see. Painted with the silver, really nice. Kind of like the orangey softer wood look. Then this is a nod to Imp, his little sidekick. This you can put on the tip of the weapons for him. I actually put it on his shoulder pauldron, and it looks like Imp's face, but like a skull that he collected. As the rivet you can put in the bottom there, so you can attach it somewhere. And then last but certainly not least, he has this wonderful alternative portrait, and look at that, holy cow, it looks exactly like a vampire or a bat, very reminiscent to the look of the vampire in Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman. You see the blacks there around the eyes with the reds. Reds there as well. Really, really spectacular. Let me see if we can get it. It's got like a little light hues of blue with the whites. Oh my god, look at that side profile with the ears all along in the detail. And yet at the same time, it's supposed to look like Hordak's face, not like it did in the original and the classics. So the level of detail is absolutely stunning that 400 brings to these figures, and for the price point, you can't beat it. Each one of these figures through them costs $35 plus shipping and tax, obviously, but it's well worth it because of the material, the paint job, the details, the accessories, and the playability and posability factor and value. So now let's check these things out real quick with Lord Dragoon with the accessories, and then see how his articulation is. And here we go, guys. Here is Lord Dragoon with all of his accessories on, and this one really is it's hard for me to kind of pick because this portrait with the helmet also works very, very, very well. And you see how he looks with the Imp homage here on the top. The head is, you know, the straps with the axe there, the shield, and then, of course, his what you call that, the crossbow over here. Just slide it in a little bit, and then you pull back there, and you see he has the crossbow on as well. So he looks really good with all the accessories. He really does. The crossbow, there's no way though that you could do it straight because it has no extra hands where you could actually hold it straight. So it always holds it kind of like this. But that's due to the design, you know. So again, let's see how he factors in with as far as the articulation. Let's remove these weapons here and some of the stuff, and let's take a closer look. And for the most part, he's part to the course with you know, dorina, but the head goes, you know, left and right. It looks down just well, the piece came out from the top. It's down just a tad because of the design, and also the gauntlet here in the actual neck. He looks up. Oh god, the piece keeps falling out or coming out. He looks up just that much. The pauldrons do move separately, so he can move his arms about that much, maybe a little higher, because the joints are really tight on him. I must say, very, very tight on him. So it goes up about that much. And then, you know, obviously he can do the 360 degrees. Of course, if you take out the pauldron, and of course you got to be careful because it's close to the back, and there you go. And then, you know, he has a swivel on the actual elbow. He has a single in the elbow, a single, as you can see. Then the gauntlet moves, and then the arms swivel, and then, you know, he has the pivot in and out with the arms. Oh boy, that really hurts. Then he has the waist swivel. He can, you know, torso to the side, left and right a little bit. The head does tilt, has tilt as well. Then you can hyper extend them back about that much. Then hyper extend them forward, looking downwards about that much. Then on the, obviously by the thigh area, as you can see, lift up. He has the thigh swivel, obviously. He can do the hand dam split. A single in the knee. He also has a swivel on the boot cut or in the knee on the top. And then obviously his foot could go back that much. His foot could go forward that much. It has the rockers. And then it moves left and right. And then, you know, you could put the leg up that much to do like a high kick, and then you can move the leg back about that much. So the range of articulation is pretty decent, especially for the bulk and the mass of these figures, because they are more medieval looking, and obviously more like you know, Vikings and stuff like that. So you know, so it's a little bit harder, I guess, to put articulation that makes them look more agile. But they pose well enough where you can take good pictures and you know, and pose them on your shelves. So now let's put them together and do a little comparison with some other figs. And here we go, guys. Here we have them. Let's do a little comparison. Here we have the Robot Spirits from Bandai, Pacific Rim 2. We have the Guardian Bravo over here, and then we have the Saber Athena on this side. As you all know, these figures are supposed to be based off the mechs, and they're highly articulated and very, very nice figures, but you see that they stand about the same size and scale. And here how they scale next to the Transformers the movie Blur and the X-Men Jim Lee Gambit from Mesco 112 Collective. See there? They scale pretty nice. And here we have them next to the Jazzware 7-inch scale. I think it's Fun Factory or Toy Factory Halo Master Chief. And then we have the Gundam Universe Burning Gundam from Wave 4, I believe, of Wave 5, which I should be reviewing soon in all of its glory. So now let's check out one more. And here we have them next to the Dante's Inferno Dante from NECA Toys, and also next to the Mythic Legion Faunus, a very exquisite figure based off a Tree Man, which I think it looks absolutely stunning. So let's just do one more for fun. And here we have, obviously, you guys probably haven't seen him in a while, but this is Eladon from the World of Warcraft universe. Actually, the World of Warcraft Heroes from NECA. And he looks really good with these because they have the same kind of elvish, medieval-ish type of theme, Lord of the Ring-ish theme. And then over here we have the Hasbro Hand Red Ninja, or Hand Ninja, which is their Red Ninja Marvel. And as you can see, I swapped out the head with one of the Red Ninjas for, G.I. Joe Red Ninjas, also from Hasbro, to make it look a little bit distinctive and different. So there you go, guys. Now we'll take a final look at them and my final thoughts on what I think about these figures. Well, guys, this is the conclusion of the video review. What can I say? As you see here in front of me, Mythic Legions has been doing the homages or homage to the Masters of the Universe world figures, characters for a while now. I'm very saddened that I don't have some of their figures, like the Man-at-Arm homage and the He-Man and Skeletor. I really hope and cross my fingers that they actually will re-release them at some point, because if they do, I will definitely pick them up to add them to this collection, as you can see so far. Because as you can see, these figures, not only do they represent those characters very well, but they have their own distinct look from the Mythic Legion universe. So they look absolutely stunning. The quality, the paint job, the accessories, the cloth goods, the clean paint apps, the joints being nice and stiff, the durability and the quality feels really, really well done, and that they'll last for a long time. Especially if you take good care of them. This, Dorina and Lord Dragoon is no exceptions. If you guys can still get them, get your hands on them, pick them up, you won't regret it. They will not only look fantastic on your shelf, but they'll definitely fulfill the thirst of having more He-Man style and aesthetics of figures on your shelves if you're a big Masters of the Universe fan or enthusiast of Motu, right? And as a whole, doesn't matter. And even if you're not a fan of Motu, I think if you bought these figures, you will be pleasantly surprised and satisfied, to be honest, for the price you pay. If I'm not mistaken, right now, concurrently at the moment, on Big Bad Toy Store, you can actually get them still. They're available. Some are in stock and some are in back order for pre-order to, restock, because they sold very well. And like I said, I just hope that the Four Horsemen re-release the other 3 that I'm missing, because I would like to have every character that they create from Masters of the Universe in a homage style in their collection line of Mythic games. So guys, I highly recommend them. They're giving us thumbs up. They're well worth your time, and you won't regret it. So leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the figs, if you have them, if you plan on getting them, if you already have them, and what do you think about them if you do. And as always, share this video with someone you think might like the video or enjoy it. And thank you for stopping by. For all those who continue to support me, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I really appreciate that you took the time to stop by. If you subscribed, thank you very much, because I know you didn't have to, but since you did, just remember I consider you now part of my family. And as always, you guys can find me on social media, on Twitter under Hebot Powerful Gamer, and obviously on Instagram under C_respect, where I usually tend to put more of my figure collecting things and posting things about my figures there as well. You guys know that I completely fund this all on my own. My channel's still very small. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so if any of you would like to help me in any way, shape, or form, from the kindness of your heart, and you have the means to do it, just to help my brother out, you know how to do it. It's all down in the description below. And if you want to maybe donate something once, maybe that I can review it or look over it, I would be more than honored to do so. It would be my pleasure. Just hit me up on one of the social medias on a DM, and we'll work out the particulars. So guys, there you have it. The PowerCon exclusive Mythic Legions Dorina, Oronis, and Lord Dragoul, homage to She-Ra and Hordak from the 4 Horsemen. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. This is your host, Hebot, signing off with another exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. Be good out there. Keep collecting. Be safe doing it, because we're still in trying times. Love you guys. Take care. And see you on the next one.